Afternoon, almost good evening, I would say. What's going on with this? Happy Sunday. It's time to get real. Trying to see what time it is. Oh, it's right there. 6 o'clock. Happy Sunday. Time to get real. Are we ready? So, Sundays sometimes I use for, a lot of times I use it for getting my next week, the whole next week set up. And I just always feel better when I have a plan for the entire week. And because if I don't have a plan, then maybe things don't typically get done. And then if they don't get done, then I feel like I wasted my time or that I'm never able to catch up. And so I have my whole week planned already. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm working basically like all day, every Monday through Friday. So like 8 to 4 or 9 to 6 or whatever. And so I have a hair appointment on Wednesday set up. I am having friends over on Tuesday. I'm got some fun social things at the end of the week. I think I'm going out to dinner with one of my friends one night, and then um, going over to another friend's house for dinner another night, and then we've got a Halloween party on Saturday, and Sunday's always family day. So I've got my whole social calendar worked out, my whole work calendar worked out, all my appointments already plugged in, and then I'm doing food prep tomorrow when I get home from work. So I've already got my lunch and everything made for tomorrow, but I'm doing more food prep tomorrow, so kind of setting my week up tomorrow. So I've everything's in its place, and the only thing I have to do is follow through. So again, a plan without action is just intention, and intention doesn't really get you anywhere. So intending to do it is very nice, but it really means nothing. So plan and then follow through with everything that you plan. And I'm going to tell you guys, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel in control. You're going to feel accomplished. You're going to feel motivated. You're going to feel excited. You're going to feel um, like unstoppable. You're going to feel empowered. And you know what? Empowered is, I don't know why I have a problem with the word empowered. Maybe because it's overused, or maybe because it's always just used in terms, in relation to women. I think men can be empowered too, but I don't know. The word just irritates me. But I used it anyway because that's how you feel. So that's gonna be your action step for today is to plan your week now. And you know what else I've decided? I'm not giving up fun social things so that I can be rested for work the next day. Sorry. I like my job, but it's my job. It's not my life. Your job is typically not your life. But I mean, I think we are here trying to create, I am anyway, trying to create a life and a job and a career out of doing something I love. So, but what I'm saying right now, I have a job and it is not my life. In my life, I have a job, but I also have so many other things that I want to do. And so I've decided I'm not giving up fun things just so that I can be rested for work the next day. I'll go and do my job well, but I'm going to come and, play well after work too. So, um, yeah, anyway, side note. So today is Sunday, it's Q&A. And I'm just picking a random question. I got no new questions this week. So I guess I'm answering all your questions, but I still have a couple from the previous week. So again, if you have questions that you kind of want answered like on the fly and randomly, email me your questions to Real Life Dawn at gmail.com. So it's RealLifeDawn, no spaces, reallifedawn at gmail.com, and let me know your questions. Okay. So I'm just picking one of the two, and I really don't remember what they were from last week. So the question is, what are other ways to reward yourself other than food? Well, my answer to that question is there are none. There are no other ways to reward yourself other than food. Just kidding. So my I guess my thoughts on that are reward yourself with something that you love. And when I was going through Weight Watchers and I think okay, so I think what we're talking about here is if you feel like you've achieved something well or you've had a great week, you don't want to undo your great week with rewarding yourself with a box of donuts, okay? But let me just start by saying I don't think there's anything wrong with rewarding yourself with a planned indulgence. Okay. That kind of keeps me willing to just eat well. Remember, eat things that satisfy us, but don't deprive yourself. And as long as you are looking forward to this indulgence or this treat or this reward for doing something well, then I don't think it's bad to reward yourself with food. Now, you're not going to reward yourself again over and over and over. Like, hey, I drank a glass of water, give me a donut. Hey, I walked a mile, give me a donut. I mean, of course, we're not going to do that. But let's say that for a job well done or reaching a goal, whatever it is that you're setting for yourself that you want to reward yourself for, what do you do other than food? Well, I have a couple of thoughts on that. When I was going through Weight Watchers, I had this member, and I can't remember her name, and I can't believe I can't remember her name. But every week, if she had a good week, she would reward herself by buying one single flower on her way home from the meeting. And she would put that flower in the middle of the table, and every time in the kitchen table, and every time she looked at that flower, she would remember that she had had a good week and she had done something, she had accomplished something, a goal that she had achieved, and she remembered that. And when she was tempted, or feeling, I guess tempted is the word, to do something that she knew wouldn't get her closer to her goals, probably overeat, she would look at that flower and it would make her stop. And so I always thought that was a great way to reward yourself, just with that single flower, or it's called an anchor, actually. It's like a tangible reminder, something you see, feel, and touch that of that you're connected to a goal. So we have anchors all around us. So I used to use my awards that I got from Weight Watchers as my anchors. And so I remember for your first 10 pounds, you would get a ribbon. So if you lost 10 pounds, you would get this ribbon. It said 10 pounds on it, and they call you up to the front of the meeting and they'd be like, good job, Dawn's lost 10 pounds, blah, blah, blah. And you got to say something if you wanted. In the beginning, believe it or not, I didn't say anything. I was scared to talk in front of people. And then every 5 pounds after that you lost, you'd get an additional gold star. And then for big milestones like 25 pounds, 50 pounds, 75 pounds, you would get, gosh, what was it at the time? I think pins or keychains or something. And then for 100 pounds, you got something, and I collected all. I actually have mine in a baggie, and had I known it was going to be that question, I would have had it up here to show you. But I would stick that on the refrigerator with a magnet, and I would just use that as my anchor. Like, look at all this weight I've lost. And so you could do that. You could reward yourself with like little stickers. I mean, I know it sounds like childish, but honestly, guys, to see that stuff add up, that's exciting. And just say every time I do something well, or every time I accomplish a goal, or every time I lose a pound, I will give myself this sticker. And after I accumulate 10 stickers, I will go and buy that pair of shoes I want, or something like that. Oh my gosh, another thing that we used to do that was really cool. Every pound you lost, you would get a paper clip, and you would start making this paper clip chain. And so if you lost 3 pounds one week, we'd give you three paper clips. And if you lost a pound the next week, a paper clip. And so you just keep adding this paper clip chain up. And then like maybe every 10th pound, was a colored paper clip. So you could see, 10, 20, 30. And then once you would reach maybe 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, or whatever goal it is that you're setting, you might treat yourself to, you know, new jeans, because by that time you probably need new jeans because you outgrown them, or a new purse, or a new shoes, or I don't know, guys, what do you want? A new purse? A new wallet? I don't know. Something, but you had something that you wanted to buy, and you would reward yourself with that, after so long. So, that's kind of an idea. Other ways that you can reward yourself without food. Oh, maybe like getting your nails done, getting your toes done, maybe saving up for that. So maybe if your goal is trying to save money, okay, you after you save $100, maybe you get to spend the next 50 on, I don't know, like I said, a massage or something. I don't know. But you could do something like that. So there's so many ways to reward yourself without food. I guess for me, I guess it'd be just be buying something like a journal, like a book. Maybe you could, after I reach this goal, I will get to buy this book, or um, a night out with friends. So we just did, and I guess this is food, but it doesn't have to be bad food. It doesn't have to be like, I do good this week, so I get to get a hot fudge sundae. We just did this workout challenge with another group of friends. I did, and um, the loser who exercised the least amount of minutes had to host a dinner for the rest of the group. And that's kind of a fun idea. So there are lots of different ways to reward yourself without food. I think the point this question was getting to was you don't want to reward yourself with something that you're trying to not do. You don't want to reward weight loss or good healthy habits, fitness habits with overeating. It really doesn't make any sense. Or how about like a nice bottle of wine that you maybe share, or um, maybe you're having a little friendly competition with your spouse, and that you whoever wins gets has to plan like a date night for $15 or less. You can play a fun game. I don't know. There are a lot of different things that you can do. So those are just some ideas that I had right off the top of my head. Guys, if you have other ideas of how to reward yourself without using food, post them right now. Comment on this video, because that's just what I could come up with off the top of my head on the fly. So, great question. So keep your questions coming. Um, Plan your week. Be sure you have some fun planned in there. Be sure you have some work planned in there. Be sure you have your nutrition planned in there. Be sure you have your workouts planned in there. Be sure you have, your success habits planned in there, which, yeah, I was supposed to be working on our success challenge. I haven't done that yet. I went out to Rochester today with Robin and Jillian. Well, Robin was already out there, but Jillian and I went down there, and we tried to go to church, but we had the wrong mass time. So we ended up going to breakfast instead. And it was just the three of us, and it hasn't been just the three of us in a long time. Just had some nice conversation, had a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful day. All right. Hope you're excited about your week coming up, not dreading it. If you're dreading it, you're doing something wrong. If you're dreading it, it's time to change something, and that's what we're here to do. So there will be more info about the success challenge. It will be coming at you this week, just not today. So I've already had tons of interest. Can't wait to get you guys started. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great night. Peace.